in internet world. Welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. We're here live in the Bermuda Triangle at the cusp. You'll see one of our icons right here. This is the St. David's Lighthouse. Yeah. This is just one part of paradise, per se. Yeah. So, want to get right into this whole situation, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on in the world in the event you don't know? Because this is an international line, so I have to talk about international topics. And this affects the whole world. And you could do your own research with this. The end of the petrodollar is here because Saudi Arabia has announced that it will no longer continue selling oil. I'm going to say this again. They will no longer continue to sell oil for US dollars. They're going to accept multiple currencies from countries who want their oil. This is already set in stone, ladies and gentlemen. This is set in stone already. It's happening. They said that they are not renewing the 50-year contract. So the 50 years is up. And guess what? Those who have been following my channel, I've been talking about this for years, over 6 years. I was talking about BRICS. I was talking about how, the Chinese system, how China had their own payment system, chips, which was similar to SWIFT, that would allow other countries like Saudi Arabia to transfer multiple currencies on their networks. And they were signing treaties all throughout that time. That's just to bring you up to speed. And guess what? You can't go document it. I mean, you can't go do your research, right? Yeah. Those who are connected to my Facebook page, right? Those who were connected to my Facebook page when I was promoting another company, I put up all the links and the documentation. But guess what? It's on the net. You could Google everything. You could Google everything that I'm saying. It's already happened, right? But now it's coming to fruition. Now it's becoming real. Because it's if you read it, like they said, they are not signing the 50-year contract. So when when other countries, right? When other countries start to look at buying oil, when Saudi Arabia gives the green light, it's over. I think this is going to set the bar for countries who hold U.S. debt. Remember those U.S. treasuries? Those of us who watch The Secrets of Money with that Mike Maloney series, The Secrets of Money, and how he was educating everyone, the whole world, way back when too, about how other countries have bought U.S. treasuries, bought it to the debt. And when they see that there's no reason for the debt to be held, they can sell off that debt. And when that happens, ladies and gentlemen, according to, the Mike Maloney presentation, Hidden Secrets of Money, yeah, according to that presentation, that's when the real hyperinflation will ensue. right? That's when the real hyperinflation is going to ensue, when all the countries, right? More specifically China, because between China and Saudi Arabia, they hold the most of the debt. So it's fair to say that, of course, yes, all other countries are going to start dumping the dollar, but the main holders of the U.S. debt is Asia. Is Asia. And when Asia starts to dump, that's when the hyperinflation of the U.S. market will proceed. And the thing is, are you positioning yourself in assets that will benefit from that increase, right? It doesn't matter whether you have property, whether you have precious metals, or whether you have digital assets. All are going to be required. All are going to be required in order for one's survival and to thrive. That's right. See, we have to move a bit smarter. And also pragmatic. A pragmatic approach. Pay attention to the macro. Right? When you pay attention to the macro, that allows you to make more stable moves. Yeah? Because another asset that's going to boom when this gets realized, when it becomes official with Saudi Arabia to not trade in that market, or to dump, to accept multiple currencies other than the dollar. Right? And watch how there will be no war. There will be no war. America will not go to war with Saudi Arabia. And we know the reason why for that. Because Saudi Arabia has the backing of China and Russia. Because they are already doing business. They're already doing business with each other, selling their assets for gold. That's right. They're already trading outside of the dollar. That triad. And they use the Shanghai Gold Exchange to do it. So if Russia wants oil from Saudi Arabia, they send gold to the Shanghai Gold Exchange. Or no, they send rupees. They send their rupees to the Shanghai Gold Exchange. And then Saudi Arabia gets gold from China via the Shanghai Gold Exchange. That's been going on before COVID. Right? That payment system has been set up before COVID. That's right. Let that marinate. Think about it. And now here we are, right at the precipice. We're at the starting gate. We are at the starting gate of hyperinflation. With this on the headline. However, you would note that we are not pressured. We are not stressed. We are not even moved. Why? Because we are positioned. Because I really believe that one of the assets that is really going to take off and going to be needed in the future is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be needed, ladies and gentlemen, in a hyper-inflammatory environment. That's just what it is. And while Bitcoin is going up, I won't have to worry about buying it because I already positioned myself to mine. Yeah. Now you guys could Google this too. Check this. Very credible source listed that Bitcoin will be at 500,000 before 2030. Before the end of this decade, Bitcoin will be at 500,000. Now, remember when I was talking about when Bitcoin gets to 1 million, what my the calculations of what I'm mining right now would be? You could check that out. You could check out my videos that I've posted on BitHarvest because they talk about it in the presentation. If you go through my videos where you have the presentation, they do the calculations of current of what we're mining right now, and if Bitcoin was to reach the price of 1 million, right? You watch that video first. They break it down, right? Bitcoin goes to 1 million. These little payments, these payments become like 100,000 and 50,000. Well, outside source, not connected. You could check it out for yourself. Google the headline: Bitcoin to go to 500,000 by the end of the decade. So if you're involved with the BitHarvest project, and we already did the $1 million calculation, which is, you know, hey, which is a sexy calculation at that. It's a sexy calculation at that because all we have to do at that point is just cut it in half. And we're still good. Either way, we are still good. Because with one transaction, baby, when that happens, with one transaction, like I said, when 2030 comes, we're spending 2024's money. Woo! How's that for accounting? Huh? And you'll be able to keep track of your Bitcoin expenditures in terms of what you're spending. We'll be spending Bitcoin like vintages of wine. Because not everybody is going to be spending like how we'll be spending. When it's time, that's just what it is. I didn't make up the rules. All I know is that in this next bull run, those who have positioned themselves in mining opportunities are going to be the biggest beneficiaries of this space because it's going to be super easy for us, right, to go in and out or to move within the metaverse and the real world. Just it will be complete freedom of movement. You see, the only work we would still have to do would be transferring it to our crypto cards. That will be the extent of our work. That will be the extent of our work. Just want to catch some of this scene for you guys. Because some of you, or maybe, none of you have ever been here before. So, being that we're all growing together when it's time, this is just to let you know a little bit of what to expect. Things you can encounter in your travels. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, those who have positioned themselves in mining opportunities and staking opportunities are going to reap the benefits wholeheartedly in the next bull run. Yeah. So the work right now is to find those projects, execute to position yourself firmly in the project, and then wait. And then wait. And just wait for your bag to fill up. Wait for the market. And then all you got to do is watch the market. Why? Because in all the projects, it's about the market, the entire market. Remember, we benefit with the Mind-Based project. That benefits from, or that works based off the entire market. The entire Bitcoin network on decentralized exchanges. You see, this is decentralized activity, not centralized activity. I'm not showing you how to load up something on Coinbase. Right? This is, we are here to participate in the freedom space of crypto. It's the freedom of it. Or should I say the digital asset space? Yeah? Let's talk the same language of the elite for a minute, because now that they recognize it, they want to call it digital asset, right? So Bitcoin is a digital asset now. Check the language, right? So we want to also have digital assets. And if the digital asset of interest is Bitcoin, how are you accruing interest with your Bitcoin? You see? See, it's different. See, it's different. See, I remember when I got involved with I remember when I got involved with BlockFi, right? I remember when I got involved with BlockFi early out, and I parked a little bit of Bitcoin there, and I was receiving like interest on the Bitcoin. Well, it's no wonder, come to find out, that they shut down because that was a scam. When you think about it, it's like, why was I getting Bitcoin just for having my Bitcoin there? Because they were doing like a Ponzi scheme type scam, right? And unregulated activity. Now, the difference between that and BitHarvest, I didn't need any asset to put there first. I didn't need Bitcoin to put there first. All I gave the interface was email. If you have an email address and if you have USDT on the Binance network, USDT on the Ethereum network, or USDT on the Tron network, if you have any of those, you can get involved with this project. If you do not, I could show you how to convert. If you do not, that's why we're here. We're here to help at different stages, right? But you gotta know what you're doing with crypto. So if you need help, I can assist. And if you have somebody that you would like to bring into the fold, I can assist them as well. There's no need for us not to help one another when we have things called smartphones. Yeah. So all you got to do is just shoot me an email if you're serious, and then I can help you to be positioned in BitHarvest where you are mining Bitcoin daily for $100 of crypto. That's the work. Oh, and another thing, all the projects that I have currently been in, I never came out of my own pocket. It's all from leverage of being a part of other projects, because not everything is successful, but some are. And the ones that I was successful in, I had enough leverage I used to get myself involved in other projects. That's the leverage. So I don't have to come out of I don't have to go back in unless I really, really want to. You know, unless I really want to. But for now, I could take everything that I generate and utilize it however I see fit in the real world. Whereas in the crypto world, I could build and grow everything that I have in the crypto world and position myself however I wish to position myself via BitHarvest in the next 5 years. See, because I'll have the Satoshis, I'll be able to position myself in the top 100 tokens. And trading tokens will then become my full-time job. where Bitcoin now becomes, right? Where Bitcoin and BitHarvest now become my pension plan. Efficient Bitcoin mining. Yeah? Something to think about. Congratulations to everyone who has signed up, positioned themselves, etc. And congratulations to those who have signed up others, because if you have, you know what I'm talking about. You see all that extra income coming in. Right? You see that extra income, and that's on the blockchain, and it's in USDT. And come on, man, you're getting commissions in USDT through the system. Through the system. Yes, see, we are living off the blockchain, not the digital asset. That's what's feeding us, the blockchain, not the asset. Although the blockchain is an asset itself. But you get me. So we are being connected. So being a part of BitHarvest is like being a part of the root of the tree, where all of the nutrients, yeah, all of the nutrients are there. That's first contact. It's like getting first contact of the things that you need. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this space. Stay tuned. It's exciting times ahead. And this space is getting better every day. And I love it. Give you guys a little view here. Sorry for my shakiness. So that's all for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in on this glorious day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And we're going to continue to enjoy the blessing. Because the blessing knows no bounds. And Bitcoin is a blessing to those who know the root, what it entails, what it's about. The blessing. Yeah? Hold on to it for as long as you can. And that's all we have to do. And be vigilant. And have discernment for the next project. Because as we can see, BitHarvest is primed for prosperity for people who want to be positioned. Because guess what? In another 5-10 years from now, the price to participate will still be 100. The price is not going to go up. It's going to stay 100. But guess what? That reward is going to be smaller. You're not going to get the same rewards as before. Hello? Hello? You see what I'm saying? You're not going to get the same rewards as before. And when you start mining the second token, you're not going to get the same amount of tokens as before. And you see what I'm saying? Let's not forget, we're going to get a second token that's going to be mining through the same system. And also going to be going up in value in the Bitcoin run. And every one of those tokens can potentially be where Bitcoin is now. I've got like 10 of those tokens now. But, but when I think of it like that, and when the BTH can go to the price of a Bitcoin, like i.e. 100,000, what happens when the second token that we're mining, that we now start mining? Because remember, in the beginning, we're going to be mining the entire token, the whole token, not decimals, or like with the, we're not going to have like the Satoshis, like Bitcoin. We're going to be mining the entire token in the beginning. So many of us are going to have a few thousand of the secondary token. Many of us will be whales in that token when we start mining it. Think about it. Or how about using the Bitcoin to reinvest back into the BitHarvest project? I'm just saying, either way, it's explosive, it's powerful, and this is how we become successful in opportunities, when we reinvest into a solid project. Because once you're able to get back what you put in, and then you position yourself accordingly, the rest is gravy, baby. How many no's would you accept if you knew the time, date that you were going to get the yes? If you knew you had to go through a certain amount of no's and be rejected, how many opportunities would you go through? Would you create? And what if the opportunity came quicker based on your action to get to the no? Like if you had a number, like, everybody has a different number. What will be your drive? For some people, like what if you have 500? You had to face 500 no's, and somebody had to face 50. What would you do? But the one who's got to face 50 may have a weaker spirit. A weaker spirit than someone who has been blessed with a higher drive and push to take 100 no's. But yet they don't know. They don't know that their turn is just on the other side, that they're halfway there. But the person who's really weak, they were just given 50, and they give up after 3 tries. They don't even get to 10. That person gives up after 3 tries because their spirit's weak. Well, I want to speak to the person that's got the spirit like the 500. If you got the 500 no's. Yo, tight. All right, beloved. Yeah, we're just hailing up our people. It's all good. So yeah, it's with the no's, right? So it's with the no's. Yeah. So if you knew, but then again, you don't know that 50-50, right? The person who's got the weaker spirit, they give up after 3 tries. What can I say? What can we do? Huh? How can we help? Listen, like I said, you can hit me up on the email, position yourself. Relax, baby. Relax. Let the system do the work. Let the system do the work. Stack your sats and relax. BitHarvest all day, every day. There's other things out there too, but we can't get into everything. You know what I'm saying? Just things of major quality. So, yeah, that's just what it is. Steady, I'm steady minting the mind base. I like that project because I'm still minting. I'm still, I can still see the system working. It's that's open source, smart contract. That's another long-term opportunity, right? Which is going to allow me to acquire more Bitcoin. Yeah, that is a good staking project as well. They have 2 more tokens that's going to be coming online that will also get to mine. Yeah. My staking contract is going to end next month, and I'll be giving an update on the Mindbase, my Mindbase back office, to see what are the next steps there. If you didn't download the app so that you could mint from your phone. I've done that. So all you got to do is just open the app, and it takes you right to the CTP where you can create the token. So you won't have to wait to get to your laptop. Yeah. So I'll probably make a brief video, brief short about that soon. But other than that, that's up. Peace.